Gamers, it's time once again. We're back. I am back. I'm back from vacation. I'm muting my own stream, and we're no longer hearing 2 sets of music at once. How about that? Seeing Crow, thank you very much. Just getting something set up here. ADV Battle of the Week. That's what we're here to cover. That's what's going to be happening very soon. The very first battle will be between ZPanther and Endil. And if you're here for the first time, which you are, because this is the first iteration, all of you are here for the very first time. This was a series imagined and brought to life by JoaF, member of the community ADV Battle of the Week. I put a link to this post in the description of this live stream and in the description of the playlist that this live stream will be a part of. Basically, every week in week 1, it's a bi-weekly series, so in the first week of each iteration, there's going to be a voting phase where gamers on Smogon get to vote for 3 players in ADV that they want to see play. Can I just say, Rambo, excellent choices here. Amazing choices. The voting stage has concluded for week 1, and it has been determined that ZPanther and Endil will be playing. And what do you know, folks? Here we go. We missed turn 1. Forgive me, folks. We're just live. This is just happening. Game 1, ZPanther Endil gets Gera in on lead whack, and that's nice. They're both maneuvering quite well. The Gengar coming in to resist the double edge, and it's Hypnosis Gengar. This could be focus punching here. ZPanther's got to be careful. Endil's actually going to double to meta and get in front of the sleeping T-Tar. ZPanther was happy to potentially lose his entire Tyranitar there. That could have been awful, because then you don't even have the sleep sack. This is a crazy one early, folks. Well, T-Tar is still alive and asleep, so Endil is going to get out of the way. Could be worried about a Thunder Wave, could be worried about just an HP flying, a stab flying move from the Gera. It's lost a lot of health, though. It's able to get some damage on this meta, but it will go down to another Meteor Mash. And with the damage from that Meteor Mash... No, I guess that wasn't banded. I don't believe that was banded damage, folks. We still have only seen Hypnosis from the Gar and Explosion. ZPanther catches it with the T-Tar. That was a click. What a click from Endil. Both more offensively oriented, spikeless builds from both of these gamers. That attack raise could be difficult to deal with. ZPanther catches the Meteor Mash, but can you take a +1 Earthquake? I don't think you can. How can ZPanther maneuver around this? Maybe have an arrow in the back and come in and... Oh! Endil actually going to Marowak themselves. Okay. And it's Endil with the arrow coming in on an Earthquake. I thought ZPanther might be doing that 2 turns ago. Nice double edge. That's tough to click. If ZPanther stays with meta or with the T-Tar... I mean, it's tough to switch the T-Tar in when it's literally asleep. I understand all that. And here we go. Again, I think Arrow should be able to come and outspeed, and it could depend on the sets. My Calc Dex tells me that Earthquake should do at least enough, but Endil has Agility Metagross and would rather try to push through with the Agility Metagross. Doesn't hit the range, though. And that's tough. Very back and forth game we have on our hands here. Okay, so no meta, no Claydol. Sleeping T-Tar coming in to take a Rock Slide. That's a 2-hit KO. Yeah, you don't wake up. ZPanther really hoping you can get a somewhat early wake up there. I think that would have been a turn 2 wake up and hit back with a Rock Slide. Now it's up to Snorlax. And I gotta say, I like Endil's position here. Man, we really did not have much time to set this up. There were some questions as to when this game was going to happen. Was it happening 30 minutes ago? Is it happening 30 minutes from now? It's actually right in the middle of both of those times. So a Rock Slide is expected to do a little over a third of Snorlax's health. You could hope for no Curse. I'm sorry, you could hope for no flinch, get a Curse up. If this is Curse Lax, you could try to get some stacks, get a rest off. I guess I would be surprised if Endil had a phaser in the back on a team this aggro. Oh, it's counter Lax. Wow. And yeah, the moment that Snorlax takes that much damage, that should set off some alarm bells. Okay, ZPanther has dealt with the whole arrow. And could you live another hit from something else? You would expect Mag here, right? You've got Meta, you've got like Hypno, Explosion, maybe Focus Punch Gengar, a Marowak. I would not be surprised to see Mag in the back for Endil. Singing Crow in the chat. ZPanther left without Rock Resist against Arrow. That is so true. I mean, you got a Meta and a Claydol. Together, they basically make a whole Rock Resist. You have like 1.35 Rock Resists between the two of them. Endil still has a ton of time on the timer. Nearly 3 minutes. Mapping out what is the right line. What do you think ZPanther would have in the back here? Tell you what, man. Snorlax, Gyarados, Meta. This could be Magdoll. This could be Mag. They could both have Mag in the back, and Endil's like, are we going? Oh, and it's Snorlax for Endil. If Endil doesn't have a Mag in the back, then that's pretty surprising because there's a lot of reasons for it to be here. Crit Body Slam is crazy. No way that would have actually killed. And it's Raikou actually for ZPanther, and that's tough. T-Bolt looking for maybe a para. I was wondering, does ZPanther ever sub on an explosion? No para, full para. And another crit body slam for good measure. Unnecessary there, obviously. Endil taking game 1. Can we quickly... wrong thread. As competitors, you decide the rules and tiers for your games. Though there isn't a preferred set, ADV best of 3 is usually the best. That's not to say that that's what's happening, though, folks. I don't know for sure. I imagine that that is the case. Game 2 has already begun. We're underway. Oh my god, and lead Blaziken HP Grass one-shots lead Pert from ZPanther. Unbelievable. No way. Voids should have guessed Raikou with his recent thread. That is actually so true. ZPanther did recently post an entire thread where he advocated that Raikou, like Metachamp, should be rising into the OU tier in ADV. I've heard through the grapevine. Oh, sub arrow. It's sub lychee. And certainly sludge bomb. Oh, apparently it's only a range to break the sub, but HP something doesn't break. Is that HP fire, Endil? This is tough. 2 HP fires will get you there, but another sub is gonna come. And okay, just blowing up to deny the sub that time. Okay, I think ZPanther's got to be fairly happy about that. Registeel coming in and Endil doubling to Pert. Oh, and scouting out counter. But now getting the Blaziken T-waved, expecting that ZPanther wouldn't dare keep the Registeel in front of the Blaziken. These guys are playing so fast. T-Bolt with the 2-hit. Yeah, I wonder what the move is for the Blaziken, or the item. No Lum, no lefties, no choice band. Who knows? Coltior thinking grass wheezing. Yeah, that's true, because it would have been not very effective had it been fire. Okay, DD Fire Blast Tyranitar. Does Endil have ZPanther's team? Do you have like the team pace loaded up? Like, how did you know to bring? Because if anything, you see DD grass. I guess you have lead grass Blaziken, so maybe you have the Blaziken angle to weaken Pert, and then, huh? I'm sorry. Is that HP Bug or grass? Because Bug would have done much more to opponent Tar than 32%. Are you really running DD Rock Slide 2 special move Tyranitar? And what is happening? Verbatim, this is ADV OU. What on earth is this team? Thief Scarm stealing leftovers from Zap, and you wonder, do you wish now that you had simply clicked spikes instead? Help you pressure this Blaziken, and more importantly, this Swampert for the rock spam for the arrow T-Tar endgame. Rock Slide looking might. I cannot believe that Zapdos lived that. That is defensive Zapdos. Holy moly. And it's... Oh, we've already seen that. This has been... Of course, this is substitute from before, folks. It's the very same arrow from mere moments ago. Forgive me. And ZPanther is going to sub. But I think DD Mence wins here. Wow. What an interesting sub click from ZPanther there. Yeah, HP Fly absolutely does enough. And you might... How do you get out of this position if you're ZPanther? You can't give up the arrow, can you? I don't think T-Tar can take a +1 Earthquake from this range. You let go of the arrow. Can Registeel take... No way, right? Is your Gengar lived or EV'd to live +1 HP Fly? It is! And you have Wisp, and you land it. That's critical. That could have been it. That could have been the entire best of 3 right before our eyes. Instead, Registeel coming in on an HP Fly. It has counter. You could click it. Endil could pivot elsewhere. Earthquake barely does not get there. And Seismic Toss for good measure. That's been dealt with. But it's still a full health Swampert. Maybe you have Giga Drain or HP Grass on the Gengar. I'm looking around for a grass move. Keep in mind, folks, this is Rock Spam, right? So I would highly expect there to be a grass move on this Gengar. Verbatim explaining that most Gengar are EV to live +1. You just gotta run Classico like me, and then your Zap is EV to live +1 Rock Slide, and it has HP Ice to deal with such shenanigans. Okay, so Endil played specifically for Pert last. Is this Curse Pert? Explosion, beautiful. Well, that's what you wanted there. Wonder what the Pert set was. Endil specifically gives up the Blaziken, sacks it to get Pert last. And ZPanther brings us to a game 3. Coltior thinking gonna need 2 grass moves. A single Giga Drain into like... Yeah, I don't know. Like... Double Edge into Earthquake, I think probably gets there most of the time, right? And again, folks, I am of the understanding that this is a best of 3 set. ZPanther strikes back in game 2. Yeah, Corvinus was not expecting the fast Reggie towards the end there. While we wait, let me find that turn. Yeah, right here. You think the perk comes in and cleans up. Surely it's... Oh, but it represented with the leftovers. But at that point, there's nothing Endil can do. Crazy. I will tell you, folks, I'm more familiar with ZPanther as a player. I've seen ZPanther make quite the run in ADV Revival 2. I understand Endil is also an excellent gamer. And in this pivotal set-deciding Game 3, it's double lead T-Tar. Just DDing on turn 1, is this... No, surely this couldn't be... Oh, the flinch on the Scarm is so awful. Do you just have to go Pert here? Yeah, you go Pert. This looks like El Clasico. I mean, there's a lot of teams that could have these 3 Mon, but lead Tar, go Scarm turn 1 so that you can get a spike up. Gar in the back, Arrow in the back, HP Ice Zap in the back. Been running a lot of that team on ladder lately. And this is tough, man. You've already lost like so much health on 2 of the primary defensive backbone Pokemon of your entire squad. Oh yeah, Coltior pointing out that the Swampert probably had no Protect. Missing Hydro Pump is so devastating. Oh man. Endil expressing their discontent with what just happened as well. Unfortunate. Double Edge actually just simply kills the Swampert. It is the game over. If this is an El Clasico structure, this thing now outspeeds in one-shots Arrow, Zapdos, Gengar. The Scarm only has 52%. Can T-Tar live +2 Earthquake? Probably not, right? So Scarm has to come in and dodge a Rock Slide. And yeah, no, it's over. You're getting 6-0'd by lead DD Tar. That's so insane, bro. What? No. Oh my god, dude. Like the flinch on the Scarm, the Hydro Pump miss. It is so crazy that this Pokemon exists where like 2 things don't go your way in the first like 4 turns and some like very solid teams just auto lose. That's so crazy. Because, like, let's say you go Scarm and hope that the Rock Slide misses. First of all, I mean, does Double Edge just, like... It probably doesn't kill, but... You get a Thunderbolt, and then you still just lose. Oh my god, that's insane. Well, congrats to Endil on their 6-0 dominant Game 3 victory. And I think that was it. I think it was the best of 3, and I think Endil is the victor of the very first ADV Battle of the Week. A fast one for you there, folks. Yeah, Amali, wonder if that was off Pert in the chat, saying wonder if that was offensive Pert, because dying to a +2 double edge like that is unexpected. Yeah, taking that amount of damage and running Pump tells me I would not expect this to be defensive Swampert. Just very unfortunate. I mean, if it's offensively invested, who knows? I mean, that, like, double... If the T-Tar is trying to get, like, 2 Dragon Dances, a lot of T-Tars are, like, a little bulkier to help them get the second DD, at which point they can usually take on the whole universe. So maybe it had enough bulk to live offensive Pert Hydro Pump, but sadly, we will never know. That is something else, folks. And I do not see a Game 4. I don't see a Game 4 happening. Coltior dropping the knowledge that that is Adamant T-Tar. Singing Crow, it didn't. You're saying the tar probably would not have lived the hydro pump? So the delay between me saying things and the chat like showing up, the latency there, messes with me sometimes. Molly dropping the receipt in the chat. / they did the math. Fully invested Adamant Tyranitar +2 double edge versus standard defensive Swampert is meant to do 57 to 68%. And as we saw, unfortunately, it did considerably more than just that. Go Scarm, get slid. Yeah, 54%. That's a lot. That's many percent. Gotta go Pert. And you get like 2 sets of lefties here. So we go all the way up to 82. Yeah. Yeah, so this is... It's crazy, the disparity. It's wild. Molly saying it probably wasn't even 252 plus. Coltior seemed to think it was Adamant Tyranitar. Singing Crow thinking ZPanther dropping some information in the chat. ZPanther, sorry about that game 3. Fun set, though. It was max HP offensive Pert. Yeah, so that Hydro Pump would have eliminated the T-Tar. That's Pokemon, though, man. That is the game that, for some reason, we all choose to play. Lot of dice rolls. Do you guys think that there's like any significant overlap of competitive Pokemon players and gambling addicts? Or would it be like the inverse? Like people, like you get nicked by gambling as an addiction, but it takes on the form of simply playing Pokemon. So it doesn't ruin you financially, just emotionally. Maybe that's a thing. I don't know. I've only really been participating in the competitive scene for a year or so now. Taunt Scarm was brought. ZPanther, is this El Clasico? Am I crazy? Do you have a Arrow, Zap, Gengar in the back on this? Folks, I want you to know something. I may be going live later to check out some additional replays of separate gamers. Additional matches have happened, and if you're not a part of my Discord, I think I have a link to join my Discord in the description of this live stream, and I would encourage you to do so. I added a new section of my Discord that I think is pretty cool. I want to show that off to you guys real quick. Let me do one of these. So I made a tourney matches channel in my Discord server. So now you can make a thread in here for any tournament match you're going to have. You put what time it is. Today is still the 2nd. Today's the 2nd. So these games are both tomorrow. I'm going to try to stream and catch these games live as they happen. I'm going to try to do this for more people that participate in my server. I wasn't able to catch Nexhawk's game. It's a kind of far in match in Old Money, the Old Money tour run by Revival. And, you know, depending on what's going on, you know, certain YouTube channels might cover tournament matches, but not a lot of channels do it live. And to me, doing it live is like some of the most fun that you can have. Catching it live as like a streamer, as a spectator, I think it adds a certain, you know, quality to the experience. So if you want a tournament match of yours, you know, live streamed, I won't be able to, you know, catch all of them, but this is a cool opportunity and just a place for you to put your upcoming match. You can, you know, talk strategy with people. I mean, keep in mind this is like a fairly public server, so I wouldn't, you know, if you think your op might be in here or friends of your opponent, maybe don't share too much vital information. But, you know, people are going to be cheering you on and shit. So that's what I had to say about all that. ZPanther with some additional information. Oh, okay, it was not... Yeah, that's a good point from Fahad. Classico is def refresh pert. It was Jolt Zard game 3 in the back. Yeah, so +2 DD tar is probably going to cook. Absolutely annihilate whatever's in the back. Unforge. Well, gamers, while we're here, let's play a little bit of Classico. Let's play on the Cleveland This Is For You username. I have many alts that I am currently using to climb the Gen 3 OU ladder. Several alts, in fact. And I've gotten a couple of them to 1500. I think I got to 1600 once. And my current plan... My plan is to get to 1800. Corvnus, that's right. This has become a Zet's laddering stream. It's been a while. I'm doing it on an alt under the guise of this being a stream dedicated to something else. Vicente. We are going to play for another tour right now. Who is we? Because I could forfeit this match right now. I'd rather cover a live tournament set. Give me some more details. What tournament is it? Against lead Skarm, I'm pretty sure I'm just supposed to go Skarm and spike up. Hopefully it's not Taunt. Taunt Skarm usually are faster than us. Oh, Vicente is Endil. That's helpful. Darth Hawk, hello and welcome. Get a third spike as we get roared out. T-Tar's here. Okay. This feels like a pretty free focus punch. I mean, if I think he's gonna roar, I can rock slide for the flinch chance to get a second move on the Skarm, but I'm inclined to just take the focus punch. And you're actually gonna go Claydol. Oh, we get a crit. I'm gonna hit him with a My Bat, because that's actually a fairly large crit. And I am going to HP Bug. If you want to give up your whole Claydol to spin, that's fine. It's dead. And any spikes I get for the rest of the match are going to stick forever. Suicune is here. I could just chip this down and trade with the T-Tar. I think I'm just supposed to just go Zapdos. Just get Zapdos in here. Yeah, it's Calm Minding. Yeah, we T-Bolt, you go Bliss. And you could be Ice Beaming. You could T-Wave. I think I gotta go Skarm and start spiking. Yeah, it's Thunderbolt. That makes sense. Let's get one. I'm faster than you. Oh, the crit. I could have gotten a second spike if we had not been crit. That's a little unfortunate. Well, this is as good a time as any to get Tar in. You have Suicune. I wouldn't expect this to be CM Blissey, but it does have Thunderbolt. But you wouldn't stay, would you? The other thing is you don't have like a Focus Punch switch in anymore because at least Claydol resists it. You would never stay. You simply can't. You have to leave. Even though I've shown Focus Punch, I'm clicking the button. Yeah, and it's immense. Well, that's a damn good Focus Punch answer. Not gonna lie. Alright, it's lefties. If you're DD... Honestly, Mixmed's Brick Break should not kill from this range. I think I'm sliding. Yeah, you're DD. If we hit this, I think you die to sand. You barely did not die to sand. That's so devastating. And now your Earthquake should kill. But you kind of have to Earthquake, right? I think you have to Earthquake. So I'm going to go Zap on the Earthquake. And now we live we live the Rock Slide and kill with HP Ice. But I'm gonna click T-Bolt so that you don't know I have the Ice. Because maybe that could be relevant. Oh, do you have Brick Break? You don't have Rock Slide? That's really unfortunate for you. Okay, you've shown Thunderbolt. I wouldn't mind Toxicing this and pressuring this. I could, like, just go T-Tar, but it's taking 25% and then also probably a T-Bolt or an Ice Beam or a status. It would be really nice to get the Gengar in front of the Blissey safely. Maybe, like, Wisp it and then Taunt after it comes in. I will say, though, I need the Zapdos for the Suicune, so I really don't want to let this get status or take damage. I think the Tar is a lot more expendable, and even if we take damage to get it in front of the Blissey, it eliminated the Claydol, it helped chunk down the Salamence, it's getting us out of the situation, saving Zapdos' health for the Suicune later, so I think that's, like, ultimately its job. Alternatively, we could go Swampert, especially if I think you're going to be T-Bolting or T-Waving. I mean, what else would I expect in the back, though, right? Like, what is Swampert doing for me? I think it can 1v1 most Blissey. Let's save the Swampert and try going T-Tar. It was T-Wave, okay. Alright, it would be pretty damn ballsy of you to stay in here. I'm not gonna lie, I think you're gonna attack me because I've Focus Punched so much. I Focus Punched twice and you switched both times. I think I'm gonna Rock Slide. Oh, and you do switch. Okay, well, we didn't lose a ton of value there. I think I should probably just Focus Punch, just take as much damage as I can get. We get through Para, nice. Roar. And Gengar's here, nice, okay. So, you could be going Suicune, you could be going Blissey. You haven't shown Protect. I think I should just be Wisping much of the time here. You Protect, sure, get a little bit of health back. You go Blissey, nice, that's what we want. I have Wisped you. I'm going to Taunt to prevent both healing and T-Wave. Oh, you immediately get out of there. Okay, so it's Lefty's T-Tar. You do have Dull, so this could be Pursuit Tar. This could be Pursuit Tar. Should I just Wisp you? I don't mind it. Maybe it's... It was DD Ments. Would you have DD Ments alongside DD Tar? It's a 1300 gamer. For 30 seconds. Let's Wisp in case you're DD. It's Crunch, which we live. Spadef drop. Alright, well, you're definitely going to Pursuit now, so we just take damage. Alright, so now the Suicune is the biggest problem left for an Arrow endgame. I think I go Arrow, and I start Rock Sliding. I don't know how much the flinch mattered, folks. Like, Pursuit Tar shouldn't have anything to really hit Arrow with. Skarma's here. You could try to Toxic me. Which, how big of a deal would that be? I don't know that it's that bad. And I don't really want to switch out. I'm just going to click the button. We miss... He missed Toxic. Okay. Honestly, I think what's about to happen is you're going to Protect. I could go Zap, but then you have a kind of free switch to Blissey, and I'd have to double. I think I prefer having Arrow here. We miss again, dude. That sucks. That really sucks. And you roared. Alright, this is not looking so hot anymore. I'm going to Surf because you could just roar. Which you do. We have Arrow back in. You wouldn't roar again, would you? If you roared again, that'd be awesome of you. That'd be very smart of you. You toxicked. That was a great click by my opponent. I'm not gonna lie. Are you finally gonna protect here? Are you gonna go Blissey? You're just gonna protect. All right, let's go arrow on you switching to Blissey. You have to go Blissey this turn, right? No, you fucking roared. All right, I'm getting gamed on. All right, this is fine. I have refreshed Swampert. But I think you're gonna roar me. Dude, why am I so bad? How is he winning every 50? He's winning every goddamn 50-50. He's gonna heal up the Blissey. That sucks. Can't really touch my Swampert though. Maybe my Swampert can just like carry. Okay, that's down. I missed Toxic. That fucking blows. That's like so insanely bad that just happened. We need to keep Swampert healthy. Please don't Calm Mind. Yeah, of course they fucking Calm Mind. Double protect. We hit it. You Calm Minded a third time? That's insane. If I get arrow in on the correct turn, then I think we win. Hold on, let me think. All right, you're about to take 25% from this upcoming Toxic, so you kind of have to rest here. And if you don't rest, then my follow-up Thunderbolt wins. So we go arrow. On the rest, yeah. And apparently I don't have a 3-hit KO, which is like insane to me, depending on what kind of Suicune this is. They left. Maybe they think that it's over. Maybe they concede that I have bested them. That would be nice. How badly did I throw this? Darth Hawk. If you're talking about going to arrow on the rest, I don't even think it was a read. It was an option select, because if he stays in and attacks, and I lose the arrow to Surf, then he goes down to like 25%, and even with these Calm Mind stacks, my Thunderbolt kills before Sand. And even if it doesn't kill before Sand, it would kill after Sand, or I could T-Bolt after the ensuingly rest. But they shouldn't have been able to get a rest off. So I think it was a checkmate. Because then I was able to keep Swampert healthy. It comes in all these spikes, but Blissey can't touch it. I get a single Toxic off, and we can protect Spam until we win. And they concede. And we brought the W back from a kind of precarious situation. Not gonna lie. We had a really nice Focus Punch crit into their Claydol early and eliminated them, but then they kind of crit my Scarm and denied more than one spike. So a little bit of luck in both directions. They got a favorable roll on their Salamence, which allowed them to not die to my Tar Rock Slide, but because of their weird coverage, they couldn't really hit my Zap afterwards anyway. Then they just started gaming on me, bro. Like the Blissey Scarm stuff that they did in like the end of the mid game was so crazy. Let's check in on Smog Tours. Is Endil... Okay, so I think they've been playing for like a tournament set. And I think this is game 1. 2, 3. Yeah, this is game 1 of something. All right, so we're back. Oh, lead Jinx coming in on an Ice Beam. Well, you can't be... The Jinx can't really do much to you besides Mean Look and Perish Trap. And very nice Ice Beam there. recognizing ZPanther would not want to stay and get Mean Look Perish trapped by the Jinx. GG's in the chat from these guys. So this game has concluded. We're going to get caught up as soon as we can and take a look at Game 2. Kind of surprising that these guys are playing in 2 separate events on the same day. And kind of interesting that how might the first set affect the second set? Are they thinking about the opponent's brings? I mean, it's effectively a continuation. ZPanther trying to get some hacks with a double DD tar of their own, but that Thunderbolt crit is so unfortunate. I think ZPanther probably just wins, right? You outspeed the Doug, you one-shot everything else in the game. Yeah. And Endil admitting in the chat, damn, I've been really lucky. So true. And this is a tough situation. Endil just straight up clicking Perish Song. But no Mean Look. So ZPanther needs to... Well, you don't need to leave, because once Jinx leaves, the Mean Look ends. I like starting the Perish Song over as you die. Now you bring Doug in. Is it sub Doug? No, it's just Earthquake and the Jirachi's asleep. What does it even matter, folks? I think we can see where this is headed. Yeah, it was a forfeit in the end. I wanted to just go ahead and get us to Game 2, which has also already begun, folks. We're already behind enough. Lead, Focus Punch, Blaziken. Very nice. And that just one-shot Swampert. Why? Oh my god, that's got to be CB Blaziken. Holy shit. Yeah, like, okay, these are 2 things that were not the case, but if that's a standard defensive Swampert and a non-choice band Blaziken, it's supposed to do like 52%. So there's a lot going into that one shot. ZPanther losing game 1 of both sets. Losing Swampert unceremoniously on turn 1 of 2 separate games across these 2 sets. Sky Uppercut resisted for 43%. I am going to go ahead and tell you that is a choice band Blaziken. Okay, so full Paraluck for ZPanther. Unlikely that crit mattered. It might have been a roll. There might be like a min roll that couldn't have done 54% to zap, depending on the type of zap. Alongside choice band Blaziken, would you suspect a more offensive-leaning team in general, and thus a more offensive-leaning Zapdos? Choice band Sky Uppercut just goes so hard right now. It nearly kills the zap. Obviously, Blissey doesn't want to take it. That's going to chunk the Metagross. Even this Fighting Resist, not loving it. And correct me if I'm wrong, if Zapdos Leftovers triggers before Blaziken Toxic, though you can't compare lefties, does that mean that the Zapdos is faster? And Endil, no shame whatsoever, continuing to spam DD Tar. And nice, CB Explosion. Houdini meta coming in and stopping another Dragon Dance Massacre from occurring. ZPanther now on. You could say the back foot. He has more Pokemon. He now has a second Spike. He's avoiding hacks, not getting parried, not getting crit. Okay, ZPanther. This is a precarious situation. The Zapdos is chipped. Even if you have Peck, Hera could be clicking. I guess there's not a lot of moves that could click that could just deal 31% to Scar. Aside from, like, Focus Punch. It will be subbing. And it's Drill Peck. Okay, that's what you want. If you're ZPanther, if you want to bring it to a game 3. Meta comes in on another Peck. Would have been a wonderful turn to Roar. And now Blissey is the switch into... Yeah, sure. Thunder Punch. Yeah. Okay. Toxic Ice Beam. Earthquake doing merely 28%. And it's Fire Blast Blissey. Getting the burn. All right, some counter hacks for ZPanther. And Explosion from Endil will, despite the burn, eliminate that Blissey. One fewer Pokemon with an Ice move to deal with leftovers Ments in the back for Endil. And might have needed a para there. No HP Ice on the mixed Zapdos having Drill Peck. And I don't know... Yeah, that's just HP Flying, which still gets through the Zap. Unclear what, if anything, can stop Endil at this point. Unless this is DD Brick Break, T-Tar could do it. I think Crunch, even if this is Pursuit Tar. What would I expect here? I'll admit, I'm not really sure. I don't know if you would need Pursuit Tar. Maybe you really don't want these other Pokemon dealing with Gengar, but like this Blissey can deal with a lot of Gengar. Earthquake does not kill. You hit the Rock Slide. But can Hera actually clean up? You have the Drill Peck Scarm, and it's too healthy. I don't think Endil has a way out. You have Rock Slide. You're going to need a Rock Slide flinch into another Rock Slide. And that's only doing 20%, doesn't get the flinch, and ZPanther forces a Game 3 in whatever tournament this is. ZPanther trying to get some immediate revenge. I have so many Calc Dex tabs open. It's not even funny. I wish I knew like what tournament this was. That was a close one. Lead Blaziken. Endil's brought some teams, man, and here's Game 3. ZPanther hasn't even responded to the Have Fun yet. That's how on time we are. Oh, nice. Sub on Houdini meta. Huge value for ZPanther now. Snorlax is here. We're going to BP over to T-Tar. Get the sand up and try to keep the Snorlax from doing too much harm. No para there. Oh, it's Focus Punch. Wow. Endil just clicking huge buttons, taking some risks early on. Unfortunately for him, not paying off thus far is going to relent and bring in a Claydol, actually. And so that will work just fine. Endil doubling to Mence. ZPanther suspecting that might have been an Earthquake opportunity for Zapdos to come in, and Suicune, the Mon, trying to come in to deal with all kinds of Mence shenanigans. Metagross is going to soak up the T-Wave. Hopefully not overly impactful. And you would just hate for that to have been a boom click from ZPanther. Though if it was, I suspect he would have just went for it again. Might have just been a simple Meteor Mash to force Regice out. Calm Mind Celebi. Are we Calm Mind passing to a Suicune, to a Zapdos? The Tar, the physical Tar, and the Metagross could be here as a way to bully and punch through Blissey. Oh, we're actually Calm Mind passing to the meta on another T-Wave. Okay, so this could be mixed meta. Thunder Punch. Psychic doing 40% to Suicune. Interesting spot for Endil. Do you max Calm Mind, match Calm Mind stacks? Yes, you do. That is what you go for. We've seen Calm Mind, Giga Drain, Baton Pass. Without Leech Seed, kind of difficult to 1v1. And you only have so many Giga Drains. That's like the biggest downside of Giga Drain. Is one of the Mons you most want to be using it against has pressure, and you already only have 8 Giga Drains. So effectively only 4 Giga Drains. Not a great long-term plan against Suicune. And Endil Suicune taking yet another hit, going down to below half health. And with Houdini meta Snorlax, it is going to be a rest variant. Nothing crazy like no rest, sub or roar. Unclear if Sleep Talk or Ice Beam or something else in the back thus far. And the mixed meta missing another move. Got full parried earlier in the match. Got to click that 40% Psychic into a Suicune. Eventually forced it to rest. Unable to really get that much additional value. And finally, Endil just clicking a button with the Regice, saying, I don't want you to be able to just get the Metagross in for free on every T-Wave click. Celebi comes in on, yes, it was an Earthquake. You could call Mind here. Oh, Giga Draining, just straight up Giga Draining. On Claydol staying in, on Suicune switching in. That time Ice Beam, resisted Ice Beam doing 24%. That's somewhat respectable damage. Okay, and finally, ZPanther's able to touch the Claydol. Celebi comes in on an Earthquake once more. But you aren't going to fire off another Giga Drain, are you? No, you just simply call Mine. And the explosion, nice. Well-timed from Endil. That's a huge engine of the team. The Calm Mind pass is over. And Hidden Power Grass shown on this. This is highly offensive Suicune. I don't think Hydro Pump can get there. You could get T-Waved or Exploded on, though. Endil doubling to Mence. Beautiful. Beautiful. I don't think your Earthquake gets it done, though. Oh my gosh! And ZPanther eliminates the Suicune? Okay. Snorlax is still here, though. You have your T-Tar, but Snorlax has shown Focus Punch. So yeah, ZPanther's going to respect it and Thunderbolt to try to save the Tar. But now Zapdos is basically dead because you got parried. You're going to get outsped. I think Tar looks great, though. Tar looks amazing into the rest of this team. Rock Slide takes out the Snorlax. You get the Intimoff with your Mence. Is this just DD? We've seen one hidden power. Yeah, it's just taking the Earthquake damage. And it's going to live this Rock Slide. Endil says, are you sure about this? Oh. Doug comes in, dies to Earthquake. Okay, and Suicune has Ice Beam. This is a bit of a standoff. I don't know how Endil is supposed to win this. You're outspeeding the Suicune. Can 2 HP Flyings get you there? Because ZPanther might have to Hydro Pump twice to kill the Regice. I don't know if Ice Beam into Hydro Pump can deal 52% to Regice. And Regice can come in and T-Wave into, like, Explode or something? Endil using a random number generator in the game chat to help him pick between one of 2 options. I actually don't know how to play this from either side. Yeah, if your ZPanther Hydro Pump supposedly does not put Mence into Sand Chip range, it would not die to Sand. And T-Tar is going to die to Earthquake. So the Suicune has to be the one that kills the Salamence. Regice, and it was Ice Beam. Just like I thought it might have been. And now Hydro Pump. Yeah, I think Hydro Pump, apparently it's not even a 2-hit. But again, Calc-Dex can always be wrong. If it is a 2-hit, it's barely a 2-hit. So even had ZPanther Hydro Pumped there, I don't know if an ensuing one would even kill this Regice. Yeah, and now you're just in an awful spot. If you go T-Tar on a T-Wave, I still think Endil has to get like a 50-50 here, because if you get T-Waved, you can Rock Slide, and one of these Pokemon has to die. And if the Regice dies, then Mence can't beat both, because Suicune comes in afterwards and Ice Beams. So the only way for Endil, I think, is to Ice Beam into T-Tar. If you Ice Beam on ZPanther going T-Tar. Because I think you're going to need 2 Ice Beams to kill the Tar. Yeah, you will. It only does like 32%. You could T-Wave and then you have full para outs on the T-Tar. But that's the problem is, like, Endil... The Mence is really the only thing that can kill the T-Tar. And the Regice is really the only thing that can kill the Suicune. Or at least the Regice has to, like, put in work. I guess if you're Endil, you could T-Bolt into Ice Beam. Does that get you there? T-Bolt does 20-ish. Ice Beam could do 30. At worst, that's like 40-something. Most of the time, T-Bolt to Ice Beam gets you there. T-Bolting into the Suicune is supposed to do at least like 40, which I think could put you in range for the Mence. Apparently, Hidden Power Flying can do as little as like 21. So if you get this thing down to 40, I think if Endil T-Bolts here, I think they're fairly favored, depending on the sets and everything else. This is a crazy situation. And only 60 seconds left for Endil. Endil is going to go T-Tar on a T-Bolt, yeah. And the para is just devastating. That's so damn unfortunate, man. I think that's absolutely game. Oh, that sucks. That is so damn unfortunate. Yeah, now it's like hella over. Because this Suicune, what would it have last? Like Roar, Sub. Even if it's Rest, like you're dead. Yeah, and T-Bolt into T-Bolt wins. Hydro Pump crit doesn't get you. Well, actually, Hydro Pump crit would have gotten you there. But now you're dead to sand. Oh, rough sets for ZPanther. Endil wins. Would Endil have one without that para? I don't think so. If the T-Tar outspeeds Regice, which I think it should most of the time, right? Then, yeah. Then ZPanther would have won. That's tough. Yeah, Endil hit like a 10% out there. Well, a little bit more than 10%, because crit T-Bolt kills the T-Tar. Flanky, welcome. Regice gaming did, in fact, occur. And to make myself feel better after witnessing such haxery, we're going to continue queuing up on the Gen 3OU ladder for a little bit. As a treat. We won our first match on the stream. A pretty precarious situation, honestly. Precarious gaming occurred. Yeah, Endil explaining that, yeah, without that para, they lose. I mean, ZPanther still has to hit some rock slides, but yeah. Yeah, Endil got away with one there. Canceled hard Salamence. Very fun games to watch. Alright, lead Gara. What the hell does that mean? This thing could have, like... Would it ever be, like, HP fight specifically for T-Tar? I'm a little worried to go to Skarm because of Taunt. I wonder if I should ever, like, be, like, just sliding into this and taking, like, T-Wave here. Like, you could Earthquake me, but I get most of your health. You know, the basically #1 rule of Classico is turn 1 go Skarm. And dude, I swear to God, every time I do it, I'm like, that's why it's a rule. That's why that's a rule right there. All right, you're gonna Leech Seed me. I think I want to take second Spike and then decide. Okay, you're Calm Mind, that's fine. We can just roar you out. We take an HP fire. You miss Leech Seed. You didn't even take the damage. You got no value there. And now I get to get a whole third Spike. Okay, you have a 4-y. Well, I have 3 Spikes, so I'm going Gengar. No Zap Cannon or anything. You tried to spin. Can I say something? I've noticed that a lot of low elo players will just leave their 4-y in here, and like they'll click another move. Maybe you have HP Ghost or something. I could have Fire Punch, brother. I think you need to be getting wisped elsewhere. And you do take a wisp on Dusclops. Fuck. Okay, this is not what we wanted to see. Yeah, this thing could have Rest. I don't expect it to... Does it get pursued? That's not what it does, right? Ghost types don't pursue one another. I kind of just think you're going to be shadowballing me. Really sad that I didn't get that wisp. But I'm not going to wisp you and take a lot of damage when you probably just rest. So what wants to come in now on a shadow ball? Probably fucking Gar. Thing is, you could be wisping as well. That's a kind of a problem associated with the current position. We do have Pert, which could toxic this and refresh a wisp. So I think that is probably, yeah, that covers like the range of your plays fairly well. I'm gonna toxic here to put you on a timer. If you go back 4E, it should be a pretty free trip back to Gengar, giving us another wisp click. Okay, we do land a toxic. You miss another wisp. That's unfortunate. And they just forfeit immediately. And that's how it's done, folks. And we are now at 1451 on this account. So maybe it wasn't rest. But I think them missing 2 wisps. I mean, to be fair, I literally missed a wisp like mere moments ago. But some people just are not cut out for ladder at all times. Sometimes like you're just not in the mood. You can't handle it. I 1,000,000% understand that. Sometimes it's simply not the play. Queue up for another one. Maybe try to hit 1500 with this one. Get another couple dubs. Lofu Lamingo. Yeah, Flanky, like, there's a couple of plays they made there that I thought were kind of weird. Alright, well, I'm going Scarm. Earthquake, alright, physical immense. Love to see it. Clicking spikes. You have your own Scarm. As always, hope it's not taunt. Gonna trade layers. Now, I had used to Roar here. I don't like Roar here because it might not even be a grounded Mon. We might get no value. And then what if it's like I don't know, Zapdos or Charizard or Moltres, something that can actually pressure me and I'm in a worse spot. I'm gonna let you get your 3rd spike either way. So I'm gonna guarantee I get into a good spot. I'm gonna go Gengar, and now you have to deal with Wisp somehow. I miss. That's unfortunate. Spikes protect Roar. I would expect Toxic is the last. You could Roar again, which isn't that big of a deal, honestly. You could also Protect to scout the lock-in, all of which allow Gengar to come right back in. Yeah, it was Toxic. Cool. So now we Wisp again. Blissey is the answer. We hit this one. And a lot of Blissies like to click T-Wave or Heal Bell or Soft Boiled here, so we just taunt. And if you actually attack, then you're a gamer. You tried to Toxic? What do you think is happening right now? Like, what do you think this is? I mean, maybe you think my Gengar can't make any more progress and I'm going to be going elsewhere, like to my T-Tar or something. I don't know about that decision. Here's what I'll admit to you gamers at this time. I think I'm supposed to Wisp again here sometimes. They actually stay in to Flamethrower me. Okay, that doesn't do too much. We avoid a burn. And I'm going to taunt again because it effectively means that you are dead. And you are. Alright. If you have Psychic, I could be dead. I am slower than you. I really don't want to give up these spikes though. Because if I do, you know what that means? It means that the Blissey basically gets to be alive. Oh, man. Yeah, I think if you have Psychic, GG. It's just Ice Beam. Nice. I have Giga Drained you. And you're in an awful spot now, bro. Like, this is not good. I'm Giga-ing again. You have Recover? Okay. We're doing exactly 50%. And you're mostly just letting me heal off of this. I'm gonna taunt. Yeah, now 2 Giga Drains get you. Ice Beam, no freeze. Nice. Oh, taunt doesn't last long enough for this to actually work. That's tragic. Alright, if I know you're about to recover, I can go zap right now. That would allow you to spin, but I would kill the Starmie, and I could try to get layers up again. That would allow the Blissey to more than likely heal, though. Maybe I should Wisp you before we do more of these. Yeah, Corvinus, I got there. Fuck! God damn it. Yeah, and you fucking T-waved me finally. God, that sucks. You recovered for not a ton of value there. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, you are net losing health. I only have 2 Giga Drains left. I have to not get full parried either time. I got fucking full parried. No. Oh, man. That fucking sucks. Okay, I've taunted the Skarm. That's nice. And now Starmie has to come in on a lot of spikes if it ever wants to try to spin again. And I know the whole set. Ice Beam, recover, T-Wave, spin? Do you even have spin? Like, you don't have surf on this? That's crazy to me. Alright, you're gonna roar me. Let's try to Wisp you. You're letting your physical ments get burned? Sounds good to me, bro. Kind of a weird decision, in my humble opinion. Well, you're probably HP flying, or you could Rock Slide if you think I'm going to Skarm, which I probably should be going to Skarm here. I think I'm just gonna go Skarm. And you clicked Rock Slide for, like, literally no damage ever. How much does Drill Peck do to Starmie? It does, like, 30. I really like Roar here because, like, you can't do anything. And if you go to Starmie or, for some god-forsaken reason, Blissey, and I roar you out, like, the Mon is dead. And you go to Starmie and I roar you out. Buddy, that's not how that works. Okay, it's Lefty's T-Tar. Yeah, I'm just roaring. Rock Slide for 25%, not a lot of percent. Starmie is back. Are you going to just, like, recover again? How many recovers do you... You have 20... Dude, Pokemon should not have 32 recover in this fucking game. We're going Gengar. You tried to spin, you fool. Wisping you. Dude, like, being slower than this is, like, really fucking unfortunate. Okay, you have successfully healed your Starmie. I did not burn an unnecessary Giga Drain there, which is nice. The mind games of this, me and this Starmie, it's a problem right now, but we're gonna get through it. I kind of think that you're going to go right back to Starmie right now on me going Skarm. But I don't think I have the balls to sit here and click Giga Drain because it's one of my 2 remaining Giga Drains. It would be a gamer move. Yeah, you did go Starmie. Thunderwave, we're already parried. I have 16 more Wisps, and eventually your Mence is going to be dead, and you're not going to have any other Wisp clicks. Why are you not Ice Beaming me? By the way, just kill my Gengar. Thank you. You've been taunted, sir. Yeah, and we're Fire Punching into the Mence once more. Alright. I'm gonna taunt here. Go star me again. It's a mid-ground click. Damn, HP flying is doing a lot of fucking damage. God damn it. Alright, well the Salamence is... Let's see. It's gonna be dead this turn. This sounds crazy. I'm gonna go arrow. Because now it's dead. Starmie can't come in. Yeah, Skarm can come in. You can Toxic me. But that's like all you can do. And I'm not gonna let that happen. Yeah, Toxic or Protect both lose to me going to Skarm here. I think I've represented faster, so I can roar here. Shiny Ledian, how do you have permissions to join this? This is not meant for you to be joining right now, sir. I gotta fix that. This is supposed to be... Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. It should probably just be Roar. If you don't switch and I bring the Starmie in, that is annoying. I think I'm just roaring. Blissey was dragged in. I'm faster than you. I have not shown Drill Peck. Nice. Okay, we've eliminated the Blissey. That was a huge part of the reason why these spikes were so important. So, like, I'm a lot less, like, I can just, like, let the layers go largely now. Like, it doesn't matter nearly as much as it once did. Go Gengar. You try to spin immediately. You're recovering. Why don't you just kill my fucking Gengar, bro? You could have killed it so fucking long ago. I'm gonna get some health back with Giga Drain, hopefully. Nice. Do it again. All right. This is defensive Starmie. After you recover, you go up to 70, you lose 12, you go down to 68. I'm sorry, no, you actually go down to 58, which is apparently the least amount my Double Edge should be able to do. It would be so insane for you to do anything but recover in this exact spot. You know I'm out of Giga Drains, though. Corvinus also told me to go arrow. I think it's arrow. If you T-Wave, like, congratulations. You did recover. Yeah, now you're down to 58. Apparently, like, Double Edge should just simply kill. You could go T-Tar or Skarm. Either of which I think are fine. Yeah, you go Skarm. That's fine. I guess I could have Rock Slid, but if you have the balls to stay in and T-Wave me, I could be losing the entire game. So I don't think that's like a viable decision. Go Skarm, you roar. I'm just gonna go Zapdos. You roar again. Alright, you've Toxic my Refresh Purge. Alright, you don't have a Blissey anymore. What wants to step on all these spikes and take a T-Bolt? You have to explain it to me right now. Starmie. Honestly, I am so fucking sick of this Starmie. I just want it to die so fucking hard. You could recover into suspecting I'm going Gengar. I have... Oh, my Swampert isn't like that healthy. Am I going to be throwing to this T-Tar? No, I think this is it. This is fine. T-Tar is here. So if it's DD, it won't outspeed Arrow unless it DDs twice. If it tries to DD twice, then I think it should die to the T-Bolts. Oh no, it's actually not. Alright, I have to Toxic this. I probably should have Toxic'd originally. And they forfeit. Okay, pretty clunky. I think there's probably several lines, especially like the Gengar versus Starmie lines. This is just a weird Starmie set. I don't see Ice Beam, T-Wave, Recover, Spin much. I think they could have played a lot of those lines much better. And I also probably could have. Wonder what they had in the back, man. All right, we're at 1472. Try to get another dub going. Kickwin. I've run into Kickwin in the past. Oh, I don't know how to play this. I fucking hate Ninjask so much. Protect. Focus punch here. I hate that you get to pick where you go. It's so goddamn annoying. HP bug. You're not dead. That's annoying. You could be passing this somewhere else. Focus punch just did 19, which would kill after sand. But does sand happen before or after leech? It actually happens first, so I think the Celebi would die if it stayed in and clicked. Thing is, it's gonna baton pass, and you're gonna be able to pick where you go again. I'm sliding. Marowak, yeah, fuck. Not good. All right, he's gonna Sword Stance, and then I think it's like over, right? Let me think about this. I could go Scarm, but I think his Focus Punch kills. But maybe he can't fit Focus Punch. Yeah, you probably can't fit. I think I just have to Roar. It is Focus Punch. Fuck. Okay, so you don't have something. What do you not have? Earthquake has a roll to kill my Pert. Rock Slide kills Gengar. Rock Slide kills everything. Everything's dead. Just have to surf. We lived it. Okay. The game is not over. It feels pretty fucking over, but yeah, we lost our primary phaser. There is a mag. I'm trying to think if the Swampert could be useful. Torrent Surf someday. We are really fucking slow. I kind of am worried about you, like, subbing with this, though, and getting value from sub. Yeah, I don't think Swampert will be very valuable. And we did deny a sub. Nice. It was HP Grass all along. Okay. All right, so I think I go Tar over Arrow. I don't want to go Gengar and just lose a bunch of health to this mag for no reason. I guess having Gengar in once they have to bring the Ninjask back is nice. And Fire Punch should actually kill. Yeah, so we'll Fire Punch, and then we can try to set it up so that we can try to Wisp whatever you're passing speed to. Okay. Ninjask is here. You're already faster than me. Well, you're already faster, right? So, like, if you protect and I taunt, that's fine. I can Fire Punch the next turn. If you sub and I taunt, then you can't do anything. It's only for one turn, though. Like, it doesn't actually fucking help. I can't Wisp. I think I just punch. Yeah. If I get the turn that you baton pass correct, I can Wisp whatever you're passing the speed to. Let's punch one more time. Yeah, deny the sub. I'm gonna punch a third time. Yeah. I think it's Snorlax that you're going to. One more punch. No, it was that turn. Okay. Zap. Zap with a ton of fucking speed. Shouldn't really be able to kill T-Tar. I still think this Gengar is too useful. So I think I'd rather go own Zap. This thing could like sub and baton pass to like a final Mon. In which case I think we're going to be pretty boned. But I think I want to keep everything else healthy. T-Bolt with the para, you fucking asshole. You could fucking sub on me. I'm just gonna T-Bolt in case it's sub. Toxic would have been nice, but what are you gonna do? Alright, I think it's T-Tar. It could be Gengar. This thinks that Fire Punch would kill. How much did my T-Bolt just do? I did 49, which is actually a little bit less than what we would expect from if this were a standard offensive Zap. So it has more bulk than that. So I think it would be a range to kill with Fire Punch at best. And I don't want to let the T-Tar get like T-Waved or something like that. I think we go Tar. And we have to hit a slide. No para, hit the slide, okay. Celebi is here. Are you just leeching me again? You are leeching. Ninjask heals up like so much, it's so annoying. I don't think the Ninjask health matters like that much though, to be honest. I have to get your substitute turn right and your protect turn right. I'm gonna slide here. Yeah, you're subbing. You're gonna sub here too. You are net losing health. You can't do this forever. Maybe I shouldn't give up the whole Tar, but I don't know what else to do, honestly, in this spot. You protected. Should be dead here. I think you're going to protect here. Nice. Okay, I got that right. Alright, this is max speed. I haven't shown anything but Fire Punch. There's no reason for you to delay anymore. Unless you want to sub. Like, this is like the whole game. Like, the turn I decide to fucking click Wisp. It's so goddamn annoying. I think this is going to be like Belly Drum Snorlax in the back or something. And it pisses me off, dude. Fuck it. Yeah, you subbed. It's over. I'm going to taunt so that they can't Belly Drum. Or Curse. I guess if I taunted and he subs, taunt kind of covers a lot of things well. It's Suicune last. Okay, well, we probably just lose to this anyway. Like, yeah, this absolutely annihilates us. You are very fucking fast. You can call mine now if you want. Yeah, you annihilate everything else that I have. Oh, that is so fucking annoying. Something needs to be done about Speed Pass. It's so fucking busted. I don't have any Protect Mon left to stall this guy. Yeah, there's no path forward. Okay, so the good news is... Dude, crit would have just won me the game. I would have won the game with a crit there. That's so fucking annoying. So you do have rest, right? Dude, if I had a single protect and you don't have rest, I think we actually would have won the fucking game. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. The Suicune's dead to the fucking burn. Hold on a second. Ninjask, you little piece of shit. You literal piece of human garbage. Toxic. Lamau. I'm hitting him with the Lamau. We've taken Elo from a dirty Ninjask player. Let's fucking go. And we are one game away from 1500. Let's fucking hit it. Let's get out of here and hit it. I don't think they played that correctly at all. If they had just clicked surf indiscriminately, I don't. Why are you subbing a million times? I guess maybe they were respecting explosion. That must have been it. They were respecting explosion from Gar, unaware that I didn't have it. So in retrospect, maybe they didn't play that so poorly. Oh god, Georgie, this is like an SPL gamer. They have like a custom avatar and everything. This isn't fair. How is this fair? Alright, we're both going Skarm. We're both playing Classico. Okay, apparently no speed tie. Going Gar on the final spike. Clicking Will-O-Wisp. Oh, you thiefed me, by the way. That's a thing that happened. They thiefed my Skarm. And we have Will-O-Wisp theirs. That's nice. I think I'm going to protect because I highly suspect that you are want to get through my Swampert. I think you're going to be roaring. And we get more burn chip on you. Yeah. Let's surf. Okay, you toxicked me. Not a big deal. I am refresh Swampert. You go Celebi on the refresh. Makes sense. Arrow HP flying does not kill Celebi from this range, and it's pretty unfortunate. What am I supposed to do against Celebi in this spot? Could go Zap on grass move. And then have HP Ice. I don't love Zap to try to really make progress versus Celebi. Could go Skarm and roar it out. Or Peck. I don't hate that. You missed Leech Seed. Nice. I could Peck before Roar here to get you lower. That was nice. Okay, I think I don't mind just going Arrow here. Swords Dance, nice. Okay, so we've absolutely denied this. There's no way he can stay in. I wouldn't mind clicking a button that means that if he has the balls to actually stay in, that his Celebi dies. But it's Swords Dance Pass, so what else would be on something like this? Could be a lot of crazy things in the back. Like some fighters. At the same time, that the next time the Celebi comes in, it's like stepping on so many spikes, it has no health. Will the Celebi ever be able to do anything ever again? I think you could just sack it here. You go Scarm. Okay. You're probably gonna roar. But I can't let this get toxic, so I gotta go Scarm and let you roar me. Yeah. And you did get my Swampert in. Good for you. You could go Celebi again here. So basically, I want to make sure I have something in that is faster than the Celebi and can at least do like 25% damage to it. And unfortunately, Swampert is not that Pokemon. Green Herb, White Smoke, welcome. I don't want to protect and let the Celebi in. This thing is faster than me. I'm hard going Gengar. You went Claydol. I think I'm just going to Giga Drain, like straight up. Oh, you immediately go Scarm to scout what's going on. Well, honestly, Fire Punch seems like a fairly reasonable quick into most everything. You let the Scarm go. No more roaring. That's nice. You have your own arrow. My Swampert has been chipped a little bit. I could go Scarm here. I think I'm going to preserve the Swampert health. The Scarm has no lefties. This is probably a Rock Slide click. But what if it isn't? What if it's not? Okay, you're sub-Leechy. Okay. Protect. Yeah, sub-Leechy to receive Swords Dance Pass makes a ton of sense. You went for Rock Slide. Sounds about right. You get a crit. No flinch, though. Nice. A Metagross with no leftovers has hit the building. Could be Lum Agility. I would expect... Yeah, Lum Agility getting past a Swords Dance Pass makes a lot of sense, in my opinion. Alright, we can win this. Getting Gengar in safely to click Wisp should go insanely hard. The Claydol is very healthy, is one of the big problems. And Georgie did a good job to preserve its health. I don't get Protect Chip Heal. I don't really gain anything from protecting. I think I should just be roaring. They mash me. It's not CB. We have successfully roared it away. Arrow is back. Alright, if it's sub-Leechy... I'm running out of time. I'm trying to find out if it can kill Zapdos. I don't think it can. I'm going to bet that you can't. And I think you go Claydol. Yeah, nice. Alright, we caught him. Protect. Oh, you went for Rock Slide. Going Gengar. On Rapid Spin. Nice. I am going to Wisp. We missed. You're just Rock Sliding me. Alright, that's a 2-hit. He's likely to need to leave here. Anything that comes in, I can Wisp the following turn. It's Celebi. I've shown Fire Punch. You're sacking the Celebi, probably to get Arrow in. You've Leech Seeded so that you can heal up your Arrow. Or the Claydol? It's Arrow. Yeah, that's a problem. I think this is where I have to go Swampert. Double Edge, that was a good click. But it doesn't kill me now. Another Double Edge should not get there. It only did 26. I have 60 seconds now. It doesn't have a choice band. Sub-Leechy. I'm taking Torrent Surf. Okay, Cladle's gone. The spikes are up forever. All right, we need the Swampert. If this is agility, I think it's going to lose to my Swampert anyway, so I'm going to protect. Yeah, that's... Honestly, I think this is fine. I'm not that worried about this. I think I do need to hit it again, though. Fuck. Ugh. Earthquake doesn't kill. Put me into Torrent. Oh, yeah, but you didn't die. That just did a lot of damage. Alright, if I get double protect, then we could live another Metagross attack. I don't think Meteor Mash kills me anymore, though, so you have to go for Earthquake. Nice. Okay, alright, we pivoted. The problem is the Swampert is dead, but it's a Spike Sack. That could be helpful. I'm going to protect, because you haven't shown Rock Slide, so you might just be exploding. I've already shown Protect, though. Yeah, you're just going for Mash. He's thinking about exploding here. He's thinking about exploding. What can Gengar do at this point? It can try to Wisp, but it's never going to Wisp Aerodactyl. That T-Tar could also still be a problem. I think I need this Zapdos. You're blowing up. You're blowing up right now. Yes! We got... I don't know if we're out of the woods yet. I think we probably still fucking lose. But I'm going to go down swinging. I'm going to go down swinging with this Gengar. Giga Drain does at least enough, I think. You've Rock Slid me. If you miss this Rock Slide, it probably isn't that bad for you, honestly. Maybe I should Wisp, because the relative value of hitting this Wisp... Thing is, I don't want to let him sub again. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. I don't have much time. Again, I don't know this for sure, but I think... Yeah, I think my Zapdos just lives. Okay, now we don't live. But I think... Oh, T-Tar won't live after taking all those spikes either. Maybe it will. You've got a shot. Alright, this Swampert isn't valuable anymore. Alright, let's go Pert. We could take the speed tie right now. Alright, we won the speed tie. But now his T-Tar gets to come in. And that's a problem. It is DD. Your Earthquake has a shot to kill me here. $30 seconds. How much can my Earthquake do? Only like 73 to 87. Do you think you have to DD a second time? Do you think you have to DD a second time? Because my own Earthquake could kill you right now. If you don't kill me. Probably not. Fuck it. Yes! He DD'd again! Let's go! Fucking got him, boys! Oh my god, we were up against the timer that whole fucking game. We took some elo from an SPL gamer who was in the 1600s, and we do find ourselves in the 1500s. Let's fucking go, dude. That was so stressful. Dude, when I clicked Focus Punch and saw, like, the UI come up saying the game was over, like, somehow in my brain I was like, oh my god, I lost. Whoa. Georgie left. Damn good game. And I regret to inform them I will be saving that one for later. Holy moly. I think I'm gonna eat some food and start working on the next video. Cool to be back to the channel. Green herb, white smoke. I'm glad you were here to witness that. And thanks to anybody else who is here hanging out in the chat. That may be one of the better games I've played. I feel like I did a decent job of evaluating my Pokemon, understanding the motivations of my opponent, recognizing when it was time to sack something. We won that speed tie with the arrow. Had we not won that, the game might have basically just been a coin flip right there. But I think I put myself in a spot to really have some pieces to trade at the end. Yeah, we zetzed out of our gourd that one. We were zetzed out of our gourd. Well, gamers, thanks for tuning in. We got to see two separate ZPanther versus Endil sets. They both ended the same way, going for Endil. Good stuff to Endil. Nice play by both players. And that was JoaF's Battle of the Week round 1. Round 2 coming up. I think Joa is considering making it a King of the Hill format, where the winner is like automatically playing in the second week, and then we vote on who's going to challenge Endil. But that's up in the air, because some people are like, well, what if we want two new players, like two completely new players to play? You ask me, I think what could be cool is if like we do 4 rounds, and it's not King of the Hill. And whoever the winners of the first 4 rounds, maybe they play in a mini bracket. On like a weekend, we have like a mini bracket of just 4 players. Could be cool. Green Herb, thank you again for the kind words. I appreciate that. But yeah, we'll be live again. King of the Hill would be a cool format. There's a lot of cool things we could be doing. I'm gonna call it though. Cleveland, this is for you. Now a 1500 gamer once more. Thank you all very much. As soon as I find OBS, I will be saying goodbye. Goodbye. Actually, don't forget about this, guys. I made this for you. I made you guys a whole thanks for watching screen. I wanted you to know how grateful and how happy I am to have those in the community checking out this content. Had been on vacation for a while. This past week, tough week. What with my dog, my old 14-year-old dog, Daisy. This was her last week. Loved that puppy, man. Great dog. Gonna be thinking about her for the rest of my days. Real ones in my Discord server know, and I appreciate all the love and support from you guys as well. Well, thanks again, everyone. Until next time.